Our planet. Our planet consists of different types of species, either animal and also plants. They also have different characteristics. They also have different interactions. So here, let's begin to my chosen topic, community ecology, mutualism, represented by HUSNA HAFIZAH BINTI FAZLI, with student IDs 2020-483216. First and foremost, I want to say good morning to DR.FALAH and all my friends. Now, let us go deeper into the topic that I had chosen. First and foremost, mutualism can be divided into two, which is symbiotic and non-symbiotic. Symbiotic, which means two organisms live in close physical association and both derive benefits. At least one member of the pair cannot lead an independent life. While non-symbiotic is the species do not live together, both members benefit each other. And also, it was a relationship is either facultative or opportunistic. What is mutualism? Mutualism is a positive, reciprocal relationship at the individual or population level between two different species, and both species enhance their survival, growth, and fitness. There are four types of mutualism: obligate, facultative, dispersive, and also defensive. The first one is obligate mutualism. Obligate mutualism is the relationship between mutualists which has evolved to such a point that the two species are fully dependent on each other. None of the partners can lead an independent life. The symbiotic association of algae and fungi to form a lichen is the examples of obligate mutualism. And obligate mutualism can be divided into two different types, which is obligate symbiotic and obligate non-symbiotic. There are two examples of obligate symbiotic. First is mycorrhizae. Mycorrhizae is the association between a fungus and also plant's roots. Plants supplies energy photosynthesis to fungi. Fungal hyphae take up mineral nutrients from the soil and transport them into plants' roots. The second example is coral reef entozoans with photosynthetic zooxanthellae. This example is tropic mutualism. Coral reef, coralline entozoans, and photosynthetic dinoflagellates, zooxanthellae, provide these photosynthetic products to the heterotrophic entozoans. Coral entozoans remove, retain, and recycle essential nutrients from the water used by zooxanthellae. The chemical interaction between the coral cells and the zooxanthellae facilitates crystallization of calcium carbonate, which help the corals to grow. Next is the obligate non-symbiotic. Under obligate non-symbiotic, there is dispersive mutualism. The example is yucca moth and plants. Yucca flowers are a certain shape, so only tiny moths can pollinate them. The moth lay their eggs in the yucca ovary, and the larvae, caterpillars, live in the developing ovary and eat yucca seeds. The second mutualism is facultative mutualism. It means the partners may coexist without a reliance on each other and are only mutualists opportunistically. Do not evolve type pairwise relationship between two species. Honeybees visit different species of flower for their nectar, and many of these plants will be visited by several insect pollinators. It is the example for facultative mutualism. The third mutualism is dispersive mutualism. It involves animals that help to transport pollen grain from one flower to another in exchange of nectar. They help in dispersal of seeds to suitable habitats in exchange of nutritious food that contain the seed. The example of it is the Pentstemon species pollinated by bee and rufous hummingbird. The last but not least is defensive mutualism. It involves species where one mutualistic partner receives food or shelter and in return provides to its partner defense against herbivores, predators, or parasites. The example is between acacia and acacia ants. That is all about mutualism. Mutualism is interaction between two species and give benefits to each other. Without this interaction, our ecosystem, our biodiversity could not be in a harmony way. It's not only mutualism but also the other interaction like predation or cannibalism. So it means that mutualism or other interaction is very important to our biodiversity and also our ecosystem. That is the end of my video of presentations on the topic mutualism. Thank you very much for listening to my presentations.